Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to start analyzing the properties of exponents. And this could be a very easy and fun topic if you understand what you're doing. Um, so let's start with a couple of properties. In this video, I'm going to explain two properties and then I'm going to give an example of one. So the first property that we have is the zero exponents property. It's a zero exponent property, and what that means is that for any non-zero number a to the power of 0 is 1. Another thing that we have to take notice is that the power of 0 raised to the 0 power is undefined. So what that means is that if I have any number raised to the 0 power, that will be equal to 1. And here's one example. I'm actually going to do two. I guess that with numbers it will look something like this. Say that I have 4 raised to the 0 power. Well, 4 raised to the 0 power, because of this property, it will be equal to 1. Well, what if I don't have numbers? If I just have variables, which is something that we see quite often in algebra. Say that I have x raised to the 0 power. Well, x raised to the 0 power, x could be any number, so any number raised to the 0 power will be 1. Now, let's notice that x cannot be 0. So this is pretty much the first property of exponents, pretty easy. Now I'm going to explain the second property of exponents, and that is negative exponent property. And what this is, what this says is that for any integer n and any non-zero a raised to the power of negative n is the reciprocal of a to the power of n. Maybe if I give you an example or two, it will be very easy to understand. So here's the first example. Let me move this a little bit. So example number 1. I'm going to pick number 5, and I'm going to raise that to the negative 2 power, or to the power of negative 2. Well, because of what this property says, it says that if I have any number or any non-zero number as my base, and I raise it to a negative power, that would just be the reciprocal of a to the power of n. Well, in this case, a is 5. N will be 2. Well, the reciprocal of 5 over 5 to the power of 2 is just 1 over 5 to the power of 2. So I'm going to carry that power to the denominator. Well, what if this was backwards? What if I had 1 over 5 to the power of negative 2? In order to make that exponent positive, I guess the easiest way to remember it is I'm going to, because this is on my denominator, I'm going to move this to the numerator. So I will end up with 5 to the power of 2. And that will be my answer. So pretty much I'm doing the opposites. Well, what if I don't have any numbers? I just have letters. Again, this is for algebra 1, so what if I have x to the power of negative 3? Well, if x is any number, any non-zero number, well, x to the power of negative 3 can be written as x to the power of, 1 over x to the power of 3. Because it's on the numerator, to make this exponent positive, I need to move it to the denominator. And the inverse will be true, which will be if I have 1 over x to the power of negative 4. In order to make this exponent positive, because we don't work with negative exponents, well, I will just move it to the numerator, which is just a reciprocal of 1 over x to the power of 4. And that will be my answer.